Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Arlington Experience with Jim Ross. You know, one of the things that I love about this city is the creative and innovative minds that we have here in the city. And I'm joined today with two really good friends of mine, Charlie and Brian, who I've known for quite a while, but they have come up with something new. And first of all, introduce yourselves to our audience.
Charlie fam.
I'm Brian Acosta.
Now, they have something called Orderlivery.
Yes, sir.
Which is not just one app, but several apps. Will you explain what in the world Orderlivery is and how we came up with this concept?
Well, I'll explain the technology. So there's three apps. There's a delivery app for the drivers. There's a consumer app so people can order food. And there's a restaurant app so restaurants can accept orders and track, what kind of orders are coming into the restaurant.
So it's an app similar to some of the ones that we've all known that are nationally Favor, Uber Eats, stuff like that. Who came up with this and why Orderlivery? Don't we have enough delivery apps out there? And why is Orderlivery so important?
COVID came and we all know. We've been shut down since March. And then the entire restaurant was like a cemetery. A few to go here and there. And then we got a call from Uber and Doordash to offer us the service, which is pick up and delivery. Great. I love it. Sounds good. I feel like I'm back alive again because I have some tool to work with. But then they came back with a 30 to 35% commission fee. And that's when I go, no way this is going to work.
So, Charlie, you and I are both restaurateurs.
Yes, sir.
We own restaurants, and my restaurant has never done any apps prior to Orderlivery because I couldn't make money. Because they would take such a huge percentage of what we would be paying for, and we couldn't make any money on that. You had the same experience as a guy who owns a number of restaurants here in town, that during COVID, you found that you were getting charged an incredible amount of money to use different delivery apps. Is that right?
Yes, sir, that's correct. So basically, we have to pay 30% for them to bring the food from our restaurant to the end user. And it's no way we can make it. It's almost impossible. And that's when I came home. I just couldn't sleep all night, stare at the ceiling. And the next day, I said, son, we got to do something. And I'm going to start a tech application. That's when they call this guy in.
So you came up with an idea. This is what we need to do. And Brian steps in because I've known him for a long time. He has a little bit of technical, I don't know if you call it genius or geekiness, but he is a tech geek and knows his stuff. And he starts putting together this stuff at your bequest.
Correct, yes.
Okay. What is different about Orderlivery?
There's a lot of things that are different about Orderlivery. On the tech side, there's a lot of things that we've done, a lot of user research that we found, okay, we took pretty much the best of every single app out there, and we've tried to then say, okay, we're going to use this and not use this, right? But we've also, our biggest goal as a company is to take care of the restaurants and the drivers. We take care of those two people. They'll take care of the consumer, okay? And a lot of things is the consumer wants their food. They want it fast, they want it quick, but they also want it hot. They want it professionally delivered. Well, how do you do that? Well, that's where I'm going to let Charlie explain kind of the business mindset that he had and the vision that he had of how we're going to transform where the restaurants are happy, the drivers are happy, and then in return they're going to take care of the consumer, right?
And so we all know to get food from restaurant to the end user, you need drivers. Drivers become a very important part of the whole equation. But then they don't get paid well. It's a low commission or low commission, and there's no tips. So first off, okay, how are we going to take care of the driver first? Driver need to get paid in order to do their job. We all have family, we have kids, we have rent to pay. They need to make sure that their job is secure, so that way they can work without thinking about, okay, can I pay my rent tomorrow? That's it for driver. For a restaurant owner, you cannot pay 30% and consider surviving. You can do that. So we're going to cut them from 30 to 15%.
Wow.
Just a half, right? And we work with them to make sure their food get to the end user on time and make sure the quality is always there. For the consumer, when you order food, you want the food to get to your house as soon as possible. But what I have learned and research from Uber Eats and Doordash is that because of the commission is so low, when they send out this message, hey, I got this delivered, they keep looking, this is no good, this is no good, keep rejecting it until Uber Eats or Doordash increase commission, and that's when they start to pick it up. That becomes a 2 hours window. We don't want that. We want to make sure when the restaurant get the food done, still hot and fresh, I want a driver to bring that food right to the end user.
So what's the end game? Do we want to take this nationally? You're going to launch it locally? What do you want to have happen in this delivery industry that's out there right now?
We're going to take this business out of Texas, throughout the state first. Once we get all the state done, then we're going to move out of the state.
Wow. So folks, let me tell you something. This is what makes this community special. To have folks like you who come up with these ideas that help our restaurant industry, that help our consumers, that put jobs in this community where the delivery people can make legitimate money and support their families. This is a winning solution all the way around, and it kicked off with these men here in Arlington. How do people get involved? If I'm a restaurateur and I want to get involved, I'm a guy who wants a job as a delivery person, or I'm a consumer, what do I need to do to find Orderlivery to get involved?
Very simple. You go to our website, orderlivery.com. It's pretty simple. It has multiple pages on there. There's a page specifically for the end user. There's a specific page for the driver to apply. There's a specific page for restaurants to inquire about how they can partner with Orderlivery. Because, that's the thing, too, is we're partnering with restaurants and we're partnering with drivers to provide consumers the best quality service.
Folks, I have a restaurant. I have never used a delivery service before because I could not make money in doing that. I am using Orderlivery. This is an incredible deal for everybody. Please get out, buy, sell, eat Arlington, and get it delivered to you from Orderlivery. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, and we'll see y'all on the next episode of the Arlington Experience.
Thank you.